Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Rebel Rant series. I'm your host, RPS. I'm really excited to be starting this podcast today and to share my knowledge and experiences with all of you. To give you a little background, I'm a tech consultant with over a decade of experience. I've worked with thousands of clients, including high-profile individuals and companies. My business, Rebel Tech, is based in Singapore. A few years ago, I noticed a gap in the local content creation scene, particularly in the tech education niche. So I decided to take the opportunity and started my own channel. And that's how Rebel Tech's educational tech content journey began. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't an easy journey. I'm not an experienced video editor, nor am I experienced in videography. So I started learning everything from scratch. And it took me about 1.5 years to get to where I am today. Now, my channel is not yet perfect, but I do try my best to make it educational and entertaining at the same time. I try to make it unique as possible, and I'm always looking for ways to improve it. So, what can you expect from my YouTube channel? Well, my main focus is on creating content that is educational and informative, particularly in the tech industry. I want to help people understand the latest tech trends and developments and how it can benefit their daily lives or businesses. However, I felt like there was more I could do to reach more people, and that's why I'm starting this podcast. I know that many of you listening today may be wondering why I decided to start a podcast. Well, for me, it's an excellent opportunity to connect with my audience in a different way. I want to share my knowledge and insights about the tech industry, entrepreneurship, and business. I also want to share some of the challenges I've faced along the way and how I've overcome them. I'm really excited about this podcast because I'll have the opportunity to dive deeper into various tech topics, share my opinions, and provide you with valuable insights. Whether you're a tech enthusiast, a business owner, or just someone who's interested in technology, this podcast is for you. So, what can you expect from this podcast? Well, I'll be talking about all sorts of tech-related topics from artificial intelligence, Windows and Apple computers, the latest software updates, to the hottest gadgets on the market. I'll also be sharing my experiences as a tech consultant and discussing some of the challenges I faced along the way. Additionally, I'll be inviting guests to join me on the show to share their experiences and insights with all of you. This podcast won't just be about tech. I'll also be discussing entrepreneurship and business, two areas that are closely related to technology. I'll be sharing tips on how to start your own tech business, how to grow it, and how to overcome any obstacles you may face. Overall, this podcast will be a space for me to share my thoughts, experiences, and opinions with all of you. I hope to create a community where we can learn from each other and grow together. Now, before I end this introduction, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor for this episode, FineFine, who sponsored the Ampligame A8 microphone that I'm using for this podcast. It's a fantastic mic, and I'm grateful for their support. Thank you all for tuning to my very first podcast, and I hope you enjoy the Rebel Rant series. Stay tuned for more exciting episodes.